You've been carrying it with you. That small piece of leather. That folded keeper of your days. That wallet. It looks ordinary. But tonight, you will see it differently. For it is not just a place where money hides. It is a mirror of your belief. A vessel of your faith. A silent witness to the story you've been telling yourself about lack and abundance. You thought your wallet was empty because you didn't have enough. But the truth is deeper, stranger, more divine. Your wallet echoes what you whisper into it. It is a reflection of your inner speech, your silent agreements with poverty. Your quiet permission slips to scarcity. Every time you opened it and sighed, you wrote a prophecy. Every time you peeked inside with fear, you sealed a covenant with lack. But tonight, a new covenant begins. Tonight, you take back your authority. For your words are contracts with the unseen. Your voice carries the ink of heaven. And when you speak into your wallet, you are not speaking to leather or paper. You are speaking to the universe itself. Do you hear that? It is not just your voice. It is the voice of Source moving through you. It is the decree of a soul remembering its dominion. Say this with me in your heart: my wallet is never empty. My wallet is alive with endless supply. It receives, it multiplies, it overflows. Breathe those words. Let them root inside you. Because wealth is not money first. Wealth is a vibration. Wealth is a song that begins in your spirit and demands expression in the world around you. Imagine your wallet as a field. Each word you plant becomes a seed. Speak poverty and weeds grow. Speak abundance and orchards rise. The soil does not choose. It only obeys the voice of the sower. And you are the sower. You are the gardener of your wallet. You are the one who calls rivers into dry places. You are the one who can speak life into paper and command prosperity to appear where emptiness once lived. Say this again: my wallet is a magnet for divine supply. Money flows to me in rivers and oceans. I bless it and it blesses me. Now pause. Feel the shift. Feel how the very air around you grows electric when you speak in alignment with truth. This is no fantasy. This is law. The law of vibration. The law of spoken word. The law that cannot return void. For money is not your master. It is your servant. And servants obey when commanded with faith. Do not beg. Do not plead. Do not fear. Command. Declare. Prophecy. Your wallet is no longer a graveyard of forgotten bills. It is an altar. It is a temple. It is a place where you declare to the universe: I am provided for. I am supplied. I am never in want. And as you hold it, you hold more than leather. You hold a portal. You hold a promise. You hold the evidence that spirit responds to those who remember their power. The old story of not enough ends here. The sighing when you check your balance ends here. The shrinking back at the grocery counter ends here. You are not a beggar at the gates of fortune. You are fortune itself. You are the living treasury of the infinite. And your wallet, it must obey the decree of your spirit. So speak. Say it again until every cell in your body believes. My wallet is full. My wallet overflows. My wallet is a river that never runs dry. Because the universe is listening. Because your money is listening. Because even the silence inside your wallet waits to be filled with your command. This is only the beginning, and what comes next will break open the gates of supply in ways you have never imagined. Stay with me. The revelation is just beginning. Your wallet is not leather and paper. It is a mirror of your belief about money. You have thought it was simply an object, a carrier, a container of currency, but that is the lie the world has whispered to you so long that you forgot its true purpose. Look closely at it. That small fold of leather you slip into your pocket is not just stitched with thread. It is stitched with every thought you have ever held about wealth, every whisper you have ever muttered about lack, every unspoken fear of not having enough. It does not sit empty because life is cruel. It sits empty because it is reflecting the emptiness of your faith, the shadows of your own imagination, the echoes of the words you never dared to change. The wallet is not passive. It is not neutral. It is a living reflection, a mirror that tells you the truth of what you secretly believe. If your heart trembles at the thought of bills, if your voice falters when you speak of expenses, if you open that wallet expecting disappointment, then the wallet will not betray you. It will give you exactly what you expect. It becomes a loyal servant to the silent images etched on your mind. And every time you look inside, you are not checking paper or numbers. You are gazing at the photograph of your own faith, framed in leather, handed back to you as evidence of what you have allowed yourself to believe. You see, the universe is not cruel. It is precise. It listens with infinite attention to the vibration of your soul and your wallet. It is the simplest, clearest place where this vibration becomes visible. To the untrained eye, it is only an accessory. To the awakened, it is a spiritual barometer. The balance of your wallet is the balance of your belief. It does not measure your worth. It measures your alignment. It shows you whether you are walking in the song of abundance or dragging your feet in the dust of scarcity. When you say, "This wallet is empty," the universe does not argue. It simply nods and delivers more emptiness. When you say, "Money never stays," the universe hears and agrees, letting money slip away like sand between your fingers. But when you dare to say, "This wallet is full," though your eyes see only lack, something begins to shift. The wallet listens. The universe listens. Your own cells listen. And reality starts bending toward the declaration of your authority. Your wallet is like a mirror, but it does not only reflect passively. It amplifies. Every sigh of fear becomes a command. Every declaration of lack becomes a seed planted into the soil of time. If you look at it with shame, it multiplies shame. If you bless it, it multiplies blessing. It cannot resist the law of return, for it is bound to obey the vibration of your word. Do you remember when you first held a wallet as a child? You placed inside it your first notes, your first coins, perhaps even a picture or a keepsake. The excitement, the joy, the feeling of having something that made you feel responsible, capable, wealthy in your small way. That childlike wonder was not about the amount of money inside. It was about the meaning you gave to it. The wallet became a symbol of possibility, of ownership, of new beginnings. And yet over time, as fears grew louder, as doubts crept in, that wonder faded, and the wallet became something else, a reminder of lack, a weight in your pocket, a place of disappointment. But what if the truth is this? Your wallet is waiting for you to return to that childlike wonder, to bless it again, to speak to it as if it were alive, as if it were listening. Because it is. Every word you breathe into it becomes energy. Every declaration shapes its reality. To call it just leather is to ignore the law that binds the seen and the unseen. The unseen shapes the seen, and your words are the bridge. Look at your wallet now with new eyes. Do not see leather. Do not see numbers. See a mirror, a reflection of your inner abundance. See a messenger that has been faithfully revealing the truth of your vibration. If you have cursed it, forgive yourself. If you have feared it, forgive yourself. If you have judged it, forgive yourself. And now, begin anew. Stand in your authority and declare life into it, for your wallet is not bound by the past. It is waiting for the present word, the present decree, the present faith to write a new story across its folds. Your wallet is a mirror of your belief, and belief is the seed of destiny. Every sigh, every fear, every word you speak into it becomes a prophecy of lack or abundance. You may not realize it, but you have been prophesying over your wallet every day of your life. The moment you open it and exhale that quiet breath of disappointment, you are writing scripture into your own financial destiny. That sigh is not harmless. It is not casual. It is a decree, a command sent into the invisible, and the universe rushes to fulfill it without question. A sigh says, "I expect less." A sigh says, "I am defeated." A sigh says, "I am aligned with emptiness." And so emptiness answers back, faithfully obeying the vibration you release. The same is true of fear. When you hold your wallet and feel that tightness in your chest, when you hesitate before a purchase, because the thought of money leaving terrifies you, you are not simply experiencing anxiety. You are announcing to the spiritual realm that you trust more in scarcity than in supply. Fear is not neutral. Fear is creative. Fear writes contracts, and the ink is your emotion. The more you tremble at the idea of not having enough, the more your wallet becomes a mirror of trembling. The more you worry, the more you invite worry to manifest itself in the form of empty spaces where money should be. And then there are your words. Words are not sounds. They are not vibrations lost in the air. Words are living forces. They carry power, identity, creation. When you say, "I never have enough," that phrase plants itself inside your wallet like a seed. And the soil of the universe does not reject it. It brings forth a harvest after its kind. Speak lack, reap lack. Speak overflow, reap overflow. The universe is impartial. It does not choose what to multiply. It only multiplies. You are the one who decides what is multiplied by the language you dare to release. Think of your wallet as an altar. Every time you open it, you are offering a sacrifice of belief. A sigh is a sacrifice of defeat. Fear is a sacrifice of mistrust. Words of lack are sacrifices of poverty, and the altar answers. But when you begin to speak differently, when you open your wallet and say, "This is blessed, this is abundant, this is multiplying," you are offering a sacrifice of faith, and faith cannot return void. Faith draws provision. Faith calls for miracles. Faith invites money to take root and never flee. Consider this: the moment you look inside your wallet, you are not just observing reality. You are shaping it. The act of observation is not passive, it is creative. If you open it expecting emptiness, you create a vibration of emptiness that lingers and expands. If you open it with gratitude, blessing whatever is inside, you create a vibration of wealth that begins to attract more of its kind. Gratitude is magnetic. Blessing is magnetic. Your wallet listens. It absorbs the tone of your speech, the music of your sighs, the weight of your emotions. Many people curse their wallets without even realizing it. They say things like, "This thing is always empty," or "I can never hold on to money," or "I'm broke." And they think these words are harmless jokes, casual expressions of frustration. But the universe does not hear jokes. It hears decrees. It hears prophecy. It hears a human being using the power of divine speech to carve reality into being. And it answers with unwavering obedience. But if a curse can shape your wallet, a blessing can too. If a sigh can empty it, a declaration can fill it. If fear can make it a place of lack, faith can make it a place of overflow. The wallet does not resist transformation. It does not argue with you. It simply reflects back the vibration you pour into it again and again. Which means you can begin today, this very moment, to prophesy a new story. Speak abundance. Speak multiplication. Speak overflow. Instead of sighing at what you don't see, declare what must appear. Instead of trembling at what is leaving, rejoice in what is coming. Instead of announcing lack, prophesy supply. Because your wallet is not waiting for money to change first. It is waiting for your prophecy to change first. The prophecy is the seed. The prophecy is the law. The prophecy is the covenant. And once you change the prophecy, the evidence must follow. You are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of empty wallets and unpaid bills. You are the author, the prophet, the one whose words are binding in the spiritual courtroom of creation. Every sigh you give carries weight. Every word you speak carries law. Every fear you indulge carries agreement. But the moment you shift, the moment you rise in your authority, every blessing you release carries multiplication. Every declaration you make carries prosperity. Every affirmation you breathe into your wallet carries the force to summon rivers of supply into your life. Words are contracts with the unseen. What you declare into your wallet, the universe must obey. You may not fully understand the weight of this truth, but your life is already proving it. Every phrase you've spoken about money has become a law written into your reality. When you said, "Money slips through my fingers," the unseen world signed the contract and made it so. When you whispered, "I never have enough," the invisible scribe carved those words into the ledger of your experience, and the universe delivered shortage after shortage with perfect precision. Your words are not weak vibrations lost in the air. They are binding decrees, sealed in spirit and executed in matter. The moment you open your wallet and speak, you are standing in a courtroom where creation waits to record your testimony. Speak lack, and lack testifies against you. Speak abundance, and abundance testifies for you. The wallet becomes the stage where your covenant with the universe plays out, silently obeying the contracts you write with your tongue. And the universe is not partial, it does not edit, it does not censor, it does not decide for you. It simply enforces the law you set in motion through speech. Think about this: when a king makes a decree, his word is law. The people do not question, they obey. In the same way, your words are royal decrees in the kingdom of your life. Your wallet is one of the most faithful citizens of that kingdom. It listens, it obeys, it reflects. It cannot argue, it cannot resist, it cannot say, "But you didn't mean that." If you said it, it is law. If you declared it, it must manifest. That is why careless speech is so dangerous, and intentional speech is so powerful. If you mutter in frustration, "I'm broke," you may think you are joking. But the unseen world takes no jokes. It does not recognize sarcasm or exaggeration. It recognizes law. And so, your wallet mirrors back the joke as reality. It becomes a contract you unconsciously signed. But when you say, "My wallet is always full," even when your eyes see only emptiness, the unseen world moves to make that declaration visible. The universe is like a loyal servant. It does not reason with you. It does not negotiate. It delivers what you have ordered. This is why you must begin to see your words as currency. Every declaration is a coin you spend in the unseen realm. Every sentence is an investment, an offering placed on the altar of your wallet. Some invest in lack, others in prosperity. But none return empty. They all return with interest, multiplied and pressed into your reality. What you speak today is the wealth or the poverty of tomorrow. Your words are the blueprint, and your wallet is the structure that rises to match the design. Do not treat this lightly. Contracts in the unseen are as binding as contracts in the seen. If you sign an agreement with your speech, the universe does not tear it up unless you write a new one. And the only way to write a new one is to speak it. Silence will not cancel it. Wishing will not cancel it. Only a higher decree can overwrite a lesser one. If you have spoken lack, you must now speak abundance with conviction. If you have spoken emptiness, you must now speak fullness until the new covenant erases the old. Your wallet, then, becomes a holy place. Each time you hold it, you are holding not just leather, but the evidence of your contracts. It is a book of agreements, a visible record of the words you have bound yourself to. And if that book has recorded the wrong words, then speak again. Speak deliberately, speak prophetically. Command your wallet to obey the law of supply. Command it to align with abundance. Declare it as the home of overflow, the magnet of money, the dwelling place of prosperity. Say it as though you are writing a royal command. Say it as though angels are standing with pen in hand, ready to inscribe your decree into reality. Say it until the unseen bows, until the wallet answers, until your life bends to the contract of your words. For words do not vanish. They do not dissolve into thin air. They travel, they plant, they anchor, and they return with fruit. If you have been eating the fruit of lack, it is because you planted seeds of lack through speech. If you desire the fruit of abundance, you must now sow abundance with every declaration. So when you open your wallet, see it as a covenant waiting to be renewed. Speak into it the law you want enforced. Write the contract again with your words. This wallet is blessed. This wallet is multiplying. This wallet is never empty. And know that the universe, faithful and unchanging, is bound to obey. For it is not leather you are addressing, it is the unseen field of creation. And that field is listening with perfect obedience. Your wallet is not a graveyard of forgotten bills. It is an altar of supply, a temple of prosperity. Too often you have treated it as a place of disappointment, a container that holds the evidence of what you lack, a reminder of what has slipped through your fingers. You open it and see the absence, the empty spaces where you wish money lived, and without realizing it, you bow to that emptiness as if it were your master. But hear this: nothing about your wallet, was created to be a tomb. It was not designed to hold loss. It was never meant to testify against you. It was designed to carry evidence of life, evidence of circulation, evidence of the divine flow that never stops moving when you align with it. Imagine your wallet not as a dead box, but as a living altar. An altar is a place where offerings are made, where blessings are spoken, where divine exchange happens. Every time you open it, you are standing before that altar, whether you know it or not. You are placing something on it: fear, faith, gratitude, or despair. And what you place on the altar multiplies. If you lay fear on it, fear multiplies. If you lay gratitude on it, gratitude multiplies. If you lay blessing upon it, blessing pours back to you in measures you cannot contain. The altar does not discriminate. It amplifies what you bring to it. Think of the times you opened your wallet with dread. That moment was worship, but worship of lack. You honored emptiness with your sighs. You gave offerings of anxiety with your trembling hands. You turned the altar into a graveyard by what you placed upon it. Not because the wallet demanded emptiness, but because you unknowingly declared it sacred to loss instead of sacred to supply. The altar cannot change what you choose to place on it. It will only magnify it. But what if you began to treat your wallet as a temple of prosperity? A temple is not a casual place. It is a dwelling for the divine. It is a space that holds presence, power, and holiness. If your wallet is a temple, then every coin, every note, every card placed inside is not just money. It is an offering blessed by spirit. It is not money leaving you. It is money circulating, returning with increase. It is not bills consuming you. It is proof that energy is moving, flowing, answering your commands. To hold your wallet as a temple is to hold it as a sacred vessel of supply, where prosperity lives and breathes and multiplies. Begin to see it differently. When you open it, do not see what is missing. See what is living. See what is flowing. See what is waiting to multiply. Bless the few notes that rest there as though they are seeds in fertile ground. Bless the empty spaces as though they are wombs, open and ready to receive life. Bless the cards as though they are channels of unlimited supply. Treat every part of that wallet as holy, because when you call it holy, you awaken it. When you call it blessed, you activate it. When you treat it as sacred, you shift it from being a graveyard into being a temple. This is not superstition. It is law. The way you regard a thing determines the way it behaves in your reality. If you dishonor your wallet by calling it empty, it will dishonor you by reflecting emptiness. If you honor your wallet by calling it abundant, it will honor you by reflecting abundance. The altar answers the worshiper. The temple reveals the presence of the God you expect to meet there. And if you expect prosperity, if you expect supply, if you expect increase, your wallet as a temple will reveal it. Hold it in your hands as though you are holding a sacred vessel. Speak over it words of blessing. Whisper into it prayers of multiplication. Declare that it is not a dead place, but a living altar, a temple overflowing with supply. Do not mock its silence, fill its silence with prophecy. Do not fear its emptiness. Bless its emptiness as a space eager to be filled. Let your wallet feel the vibration of gratitude before it is full, and watch how quickly life fills it to match the gratitude you have declared. Every time you treat your wallet as a graveyard, you bury seeds that could have become forests. But every time you treat it as an altar, you water those seeds. Every time you call it a temple, you light a fire upon it, a fire that attracts supply, that magnetizes wealth, that declares to the universe, this is holy ground, and prosperity lives here. For the wallet is not dead leather, it is alive with your belief, your words, your expectation. It is not a graveyard to remind you of what is gone. It is an altar to remind you of what is coming. It is not a tombstone of forgotten bills. It is a temple where the spirit of prosperity chooses to dwell. You are not a beggar at fortune's gate. You are the fortune itself, commanding money as your servant. For too long you have been conditioned to believe that wealth lives outside of you, hidden behind doors that others control, locked away in vaults you cannot touch, guarded by chance, luck, or the favor of the powerful. You were taught to knock, to plead, to wait for someone to open those gates and grant you permission to prosper. But that image is a lie. You were never meant to stand outside like a stranger, begging for scraps. You were born as the very expression of fortune itself, carrying within you the treasury of the infinite, a well that never runs dry, a source that no gate can contain. When you see yourself as a beggar, you weaken your words. You pray from desperation instead of authority. You ask the universe for coins when the universe has already placed entire kingdoms in your spirit. A beggar's posture creates a beggar's harvest, because life mirrors the image you hold of yourself. If you call yourself poor, poor you become. If you bow before the gate of fortune, you confirm to the universe that you are on the outside, unworthy to enter. And so reality agrees. But when you rise and remember that you are fortune in flesh, everything changes. You no longer chase money, money chases you. You no longer plead with supply, supply answers you. You no longer knock at gates, the gates open on their own. Because they were never locked to you in the first place. The gates were illusions built by fear, by generational belief, by voices that told you wealth was for others but not for you. Once you see yourself as fortune, the illusions dissolve. Understand this: money is not your master. It is your servant. Money is energy, obedient, responsive, eager to follow the vibration of your command. It does not choose its owner. It flows where it is instructed to flow. If you command it with fear, it flees. If you command it with clarity, it arrives. If you command it with authority, it multiplies. The question has never been whether money wants to come to you. The question has always been whether you will rise and speak as its master, or continue to beg as its servant. Think of a king seated on his throne. He does not beg his servants to bring food. He does not plead for clothes or shelter. He commands, and it is so. His words carry weight, and his servants move with urgency to fulfill them. That is how money responds to you when you step into your kingship, when you stop knocking at fortune's gate and instead declare, "I am fortune. Money serves me." The command is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is remembering who you are. Every time you open your wallet, you reveal which identity you are living from. Do you open it as a beggar, sighing, fearing, shrinking at what you see? Or do you open it as fortune, declaring, blessing, commanding it to multiply? Your wallet listens. Your money listens. The universe listens. They are waiting for your tone, your authority, your recognition of your place as fortune itself. Shift your speech. No longer say, "I can't afford this." Say, "Money is my servant, and it comes when I call." No longer say, "I never have enough." Say, "I overflow, because I am fortune." No longer say, "I hope I get lucky." Say, "I am the source of fortune, and I release wealth wherever I go." With every word you reshape the contract. With every declaration you shift your identity. With every command you remind the unseen that you are not waiting at the gates. You are seated on the throne. Feel this truth in your spirit. You are not chasing wealth, wealth is chasing you. You are not hoping for provision, provision is flowing from you. You are not standing outside the gates of fortune. You are the gate itself, the door through which prosperity enters the world. When you walk into a room, fortune has entered. When you touch an idea, fortune multiplies it. When you bless your wallet, fortune responds, because it is only answering its master. The universe honors authority, not begging. It answers conviction, not desperation. It bows to the voice that knows itself, not to the one that doubts its worth. And when you know yourself as fortune, money has no choice but to obey. It bends, it flows, it multiplies. It arranges itself around your declaration. For you were never born to wait at doors. You were born to be the door, to embody the supply, to command wealth as easily as you breathe. Stand in that truth. Declare it. Live it. Money is not above you, it is beneath you. It is your servant, and you are fortune itself. A new covenant begins when you declare, "My wallet is full, it multiplies, it never runs dry." A covenant is more than a wish, more than a hope, more than a casual affirmation. A covenant is a binding agreement between your spirit and the unseen, a holy contract written in the language of belief and sealed with the authority of your word. For too long, you have been bound to the old covenant of lack, repeating words of emptiness, aligning yourself with shortage, expecting disappointment and calling it reality. Every time you opened your wallet and sighed, you renewed that old covenant. Every time you declared yourself broke, you signed that agreement again. Every time you feared bills, you bowed to the terms of scarcity. But now a new covenant is spoken. The moment the words leave your lips with faith, the old covenant shatters. The moment you declare, "My wallet is full," you annul the contract of emptiness. The moment you proclaim, "It multiplies," you cancel the agreement of loss. The moment you insist, "It never runs dry," you break the curse of limitation and step into the eternal flow of supply. The covenant is rewritten not by your wishing, but by your declaration, for the universe is bound by law to obey the voice of authority. Understand this deeply: your wallet is not just a container of currency, it is a living witness to the covenant you have chosen. If you declare emptiness, it testifies with emptiness. If you declare fullness, it testifies with fullness. It is not judging, it is not deciding, it is only witnessing and obeying. That is why your words are not casual, they are sacred. Each declaration is a line written into the covenant. Each repetition a seal pressed deeper into the agreement. The more you speak it, the stronger the covenant becomes, until lack has no voice left to answer you. When you say, "My wallet is full," you are not lying. You are speaking a higher truth than what your eyes see. Your physical eyes may see a few notes or nothing at all, but your spiritual eyes are opening to the storehouses of abundance that already belong to you. The wallet in your hand is only the symbol, the outward sign of the inner covenant. To declare it full is to command reality to align with Spirit's eternal truth. You were never designed to live in lack. To say, "It multiplies," is to awaken the principle of increase that governs all creation. A seed multiplies into a harvest, a river multiplies into streams, an idea multiplies into opportunities. And so does your money, when it is blessed with the covenant of multiplication. And when you say, "It never runs dry," you are anchoring yourself in the law of divine supply, which is infinite, unending, incapable of exhaustion. Just as the sun never runs out of light, just as the ocean never runs out of waves, so the flow of provision never runs out for the one who stands in covenant with it. To declare this is to root yourself in the rhythm of eternity, to remind yourself that supply is not fragile, not temporary, not scarce. It is eternal, it is abundant, it is inexhaustible. Every covenant requires renewal, and this renewal is done through repetition. Do not speak it once and walk away. Speak it until your soul vibrates with certainty. Speak it until your cells respond. Speak it until your wallet feels heavy with the presence of what is coming. Speak it until the old covenant of lack is so completely dissolved that it cannot even whisper in your ear. This is not superstition, it is alignment. It is training your mind, your heart, your words, and your vibration to agree with truth instead of illusion. See your wallet differently now. When you touch it, see it as a sacred scroll carrying the words of your covenant. When you open it, let your declaration be the incense that rises from it. My wallet is full. It multiplies. It never runs dry. Say it with reverence. Say it with power. Say it with joy. Because each time you speak it, you are chiseling away at the false image of lack and carving into stone the eternal law of abundance. This new covenant will not allow you to remain a victim. It pulls you into authority. It pulls you into gratitude. It pulls you into expectation. It turns your wallet into a magnet, your words into law, your belief into substance. The declaration is not empty sound, it is the seed of manifestation. Each time you say it, you are watering the seed. Each time you repeat it, the roots of abundance grow deeper. Each time you proclaim it, the harvest draws closer, pressing at the edges of your reality, eager to burst forth. The old covenant chained you to fear, to doubt, to disappointment, but the new covenant liberates you into trust, into joy, into overflow. The old covenant kept your wallet as a graveyard, the new covenant makes it an altar. The old covenant silenced your authority. The new covenant restores your crown. And all of it begins with the words you choose to speak, the declarations you dare to repeat, the agreement you decide to honor. For heaven and earth will always bow to covenant. And the covenant you establish today will become the law that governs your tomorrow.